What is up, you degenerates? We're back for a Saturday episode. I told y'all, man, we're trying to get on here every single game. I got to do some family shit early tomorrow, but we're still going to try to get in here again. But we're glad to have everybody back on here. 1-1 yesterday on the free plays. Our player prop on Devers lost. 2-2 in VIP, but I was all over the over in the Rays game. We got Bro back in here with us again today. He was all over the over in the Rays game. Bro, we hit in the third inning. How about that one?
It's always a good feeling. Always a good feeling to hit in the third inning and not have to sweat and just kind of get paid out before the game is over too. Like the money hits your book before the game is over. It's just like, fuck yeah. So great hit. It was a great call. And what was up with that line movement? What was up? That was fucking nuts.
Bro, I know. When you texted me, I was like, I have no idea what's going on. This is fucking insane. But look at that. The line movement was wrong, and they got anybody who bet that down got absolutely slaughtered yesterday. I mean, it was the third inning, and they were I think they hit it in the third. Yeah, hit it in the third inning. The Rays put up like a 5 spot in the bottom of the third, and that was it. We were done. The Rays basically hit the total by themselves in 3 innings, and then the Riley Green 3-run homer helped us as well. So easy winner right there, guys. Let's see if we can't pick some more easy winners for y'all today on the MLB slate. Today, before we get into it, guys, first of all, if y'all haven't done it yet, what the fuck are you doing, man? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right now on this YouTube page. I'm going to link all Bro's socials in there as well, guys. But y'all need to follow him on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, especially on Twitter, man, because we do spaces on there Monday through Friday. Those things have been popping off. We go in there and get free plays. If y'all were in there, you would have got the over in the Rays game. You would have got me giving you the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line, plus 139, outright winner. That's the type of shit you're missing out on. Sharp dimes in there. All types of sports handicappers joining there. Guys, Bro's been on fire over on SoBet. He was on the Pacers money line the other day as well, and they pulled off the outright winner. He was on the under. He was on the Pacers spread. He was on the fourth quarter under. Guy's been absolutely crushing it, guys. So make sure you use the code BROBRO and get over there onto SoBet, or use the code CP3. I'll have all our socials linked in there, so make sure you're following me as well on all those, and you're following us on everything. But look, that's enough self-promotion. We got to promote ourselves a little bit, though. And also, too, if y'all want to go over on Fan Basis and get a longer package from me, use code CP3, 40% off. You won't find a better deal in the industry. But let's get down to it right now, bro. I'm about to share this screen with the people, and we're going to get into today's MLB slate. You know what, guys? First, actually, I want to bring something up to y'all. It's going to be a theme of today's show. Look at the MLB weather today. It is officially summer. It is the dog days of summer. 94 degrees in a day game in Tampa. 86 degrees in New York. 92, 96 in St. Louis. 89 with 16, 17 mile per hour winds blowing out. Y'all get the picture. Y'all aren't stupid. The wind is blowing out today in the MLB, and y'all know what that means. Runs are coming, guys. And so we're going to see some high-scoring games today, and that's going to be a theme of today's show. But with that said, let's get over here to DraftKings Sportsbook, and let's take a look at one of the early games on the slate here. We got the Baltimore Orioles taking on the New York Yankees. It's going to be 86 degrees or 88 degrees, wind blowing out here. We got a 9.5 total. Yankees really struggling at the plate right now. Bro, any thoughts on this game today?
I don't have a whole lot of like in-depth, unique thoughts about the game. No. My whole thing is like it's almost I've been fading both of these teams, so it's one of those things where it's like almost like a lesser of two evils. Like which of these teams is a lesser of two evils? I don't trust the Yankees for as far as I can throw them, but I also don't trust Zach Eflin. I wanted to take the under in this game really badly because they're two struggling offenses. But as you mentioned, we do have features from the weather that are being brought on to us. This game is going to be one of the least affected games, but you do still have breezes blowing out at Yankee Stadium, which just makes me nervous. So at the end of the day, I think I'm just off the game. What about you?
Yeah, man, we got two super vulnerable pitchers here that have both been seen a lot of times by these lineups as these teams play each other a shit ton because they're in division. Dude, with it being that hot, like this is where these guys get in the third and fourth inning. You know, you walk a batter, you get 2 strikes on somebody, you hit them with a pitch. Next thing you know, you got 2 guys on, nobody out, and you give up a fucking 3-run homer and everything's cooked. That's the kind of game this is. The ball flies out. This ballpark's too small. I mean, like stats wise, I lean the under here. Logic wise, and how these hot games play, it's an over spot. So with all that being said, this game's a total stay away from me. But I think the way to play this game is Aaron Judge to hit a home run at plus 185. Look, there's zero value in that. They sucked it all out of there. If it was like a plus 250 to 300, I would say just take it, even though it is super low odds for a home run hitter. But like, I feel like Vegas is kind of telling you, bro, by looking at these home run odds, like, look at how low the home run odds are on all these guys. Like, Adley Rutschman plus 500. Like, usually, like, guys like Westberg should be like a plus like 500 to 800 to hit a home run. Yet he's plus 425. Like Bellinger, like all these Yankees hitters, dude, the ball's gonna fly out of this ballpark. It's just this game's gonna come down to if these are solo home runs or not. If they're not solo home runs, this game will go over the total. So that would be my lean there for that game. Let's see here. Let's get another interesting game on here, guys, and then we'll get a free play from yours truly. It's tough here, man. Let's go to the Royals and Padres. I'm wearing the Padres jersey, so we'll go to this one. I'm probably going to end up passing on this game, but when I look at this matchup here between the Royals and the Padres, weather's not really a factor on these West Coast games, really. Colorado is about the last game West Coast, which we'll get to in a second, that has weather factors. It's more of these earlier games that are on the East Coast where it's really fucking hot. It's actually kind of cool on the West Coast. But when you look at this matchup here, guys, Dylan Cease is the type of guy I want to be against when he's favored and on when he's an underdog. Noah Cameron's been really solid, and he's now starting to see an uptick in his K stuff where his strikeout numbers are really starting to pop, which is crazy to see. This young kid might actually be a total stud and ace, just making Kansas City's rotation even deeper than it already was. They have a great bullpen, everything. They pulled the upset last night. I was absolutely sick. I didn't back them, and they're the third best road offense in the MLB in the last month. They're 26th at home in home batting, but they're third on the road. We just saw them pull off a sweep in Texas. We saw them win the first game of the series. I don't see why they can't win today, man. I think the pitching matchup's a wash here. I mean, San Diego swung hot bats against the Dodgers. You know, I'm really mad at myself for not taking that spot yesterday. My logic was also on top of those factors just mentioned. You just get done with a grueling series against the Dodgers where you clear the benches multiple times. And now you got to come back here and get up for a strong Royals team. It's a primetime game on Fox. I think the underdog wins in this game plus 133. What do you think about this game, bro?
No, yeah. I mean, I can only lean the same. I really think the Padres are one of those teams that are overvalued. It's weird because they're not as big of a market as like a Boston or a New York Yankees or a Dodgers. But I truly do think they're overvalued in a lot of these markets. Noah Cameron has performed really well. Dylan Cease is like super erratic all over the place. And he can like, I was listening into the broadcast. I think when they were playing the Dodgers, and the telecasters did a really good job of breaking it down. When his misses are low in the zone or outside, his xERA and his ERA are both under 3. When he starts missing to the top 2/3 of the zone, his expected ERA is almost 5, and his ERA is over 3.5. So, like, it's really all about where he's missing. And right now, he's been missing high. The Royals are also hitting the ball really, really well. They're 13th against right-handed pitching. You already mentioned that they're hitting the ball well on the road. Also, they're 10th in the month of June in total batting metrics. So I really like the play. And if it's a primetime game, you always have to watch out for, you know, people being like, oh, this game's on TV. I'm just going to bet the favorite because it's something to watch. So I really like the Royals here.
Damn, that was a fucking solid cap. I feel like we should definitely be on the Royals tonight. You know, I still might get there. We'll see what happens. It's just so hard, man. I've spotted for my final play. I usually play 4 games a day in baseball. Got 3 locked in already. I've already spotted, I think, my 4th play, and it just is a must play. So, damn. I really like Kansas City though today. Like, I'm super close, bro. I might have to send 5 plays today. We'll see what happens. This is my free play for y'all guys. My official free play. We got the Diamondbacks at the Rockies in this game. Yesterday, we saw the ball fly out of the park. I'm a little mad at myself that I didn't take the over yesterday in this game. And, I mean, we see an over of 12 once again. And yesterday, they went way over it. And if y'all remember, what did I say about weather? Currently tonight for this game, first pitch, it is supposed to be 97 degrees with 11.6 mile per hour wind blowing out. I mean, Carson Palmquist has a 7+ ERA. You know, I would love to sit here and give you all some extra metric or something like that. But I think a guy who's made as many starts as he has at this point in time and has over a 7 ERA, that you just got it. Like, I don't need to sit here and give you all another reason for why Carson Palmquist sucks and he has a 7 ERA. Like, he is what he has. But you look at this team total here, it's 6.5. Team total here is 4.5 for the Rockies. You add that together, that gets you to 11. But the game total is 12. Look at this. Alternate team total minus 140 for over 6.5, but you can click right here and bet minus 135 for 6.5. This is a clear mistake line by Vegas, in my opinion. Like, I don't understand how we're getting a lower line here. The wind's blowing out everything. You know what? If we're wrong, take my money here. We're getting a bargain. It basically is implied that they're supposed to score 8 runs. We're going to get them to score 7 runs. That's something I have to take here. I was looking at the over in this game. Merrill Kelly has dominated Arizona, but for what it's worth, he is pitched against them in Arizona in the months of April, early May, and late August. So not in June and July when it's the dog days of summer and it's the hottest it is. So I still don't hate the over 12, but I mean, there's so much value here on the team total 6.5. I mean, this is the type of bet I think that could hit in like the 4th or 5th inning here.
Yeah. I mean, really like that. Arizona has a lot of young bats that are heating up. They got Naylor, they have Marte. They have that white dude who's really, really good, Corbin. They got a lot of guys that can really, really hit the ball. So I like the play. And also, I feel like the Diamondbacks are one of those teams that have kind of like underachieved early in the year. So you're kind of getting a value based on that. And I mean, not to be so matter of fact, but like the math doesn't math here. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't math. Where is that extra run coming from? I think, like you said, they're implying that the Diamondbacks are going to score at least 7 runs here, if not more. So I really like the team total, and I kind of like the over as well.
Yeah, I don't think the over is a bad look at all. Oh, by the way, Palmquist did face Arizona in his first career start and got lit up. I think he gave up 6 runs in 4 innings, or it was 4 runs in 4 innings, one of those two. But yeah, he got absolutely stoinked in that one. So guys, as always, for those of y'all who tuned into this portion of the show, I appreciate y'all, man.